We're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined in studio now by Margaret Iru. She is the CEO of Marani Brands Incorporated. MRIB is the stock symbol. Margaret, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Don.
Well, we've got a lovely product shot here, Marani Vodka. That's the business model. Tell us about the company.
Marani is imported from Armenia. It's high quality product. It has won several awards with the World Spirit Competition in 2004 and 2007, gold medal. And we've also won the 5-Star Diamond Award with the Academy of Hospitality and Sciences in 2008 and 2009. And the product itself is so very unique on its own, Don, that it really has an incredible flavor, and that's what made it to win all the awards, because it's distilled with the very ancient formula that's proprietary, but it gives it the smoothness. It's distilled with honey and dry skim milk, which puts it in its own spirit category with the TTB, which means where you get the approvals to bring the product in. And the name Marani comes from our siblings, the two of us, Margaret and Ani. My sister came up with the name, combining our names, and we thought it was a very unique and international name, and we basically love the product and we enjoy drinking it. I never drank vodka before that, so that should tell you.
We had a conversation before going on the air where you said something about this distillation process that you described as ancient. I mean, how ancient?
I would say it goes back at least several hundred years, minimum. And it's known to be originally that's how vodka used to be distilled many, many years ago. Now, taking into account today's technology, which has changed everything considerably.
Well, now, vodka has become extraordinarily popular as of late, especially in the last 10 years. I mean, we're seeing all kinds of different television commercials with various brands of vodka. But you've won, as you mentioned, some major awards, and I would have to assume that you've gone up against some of these household name brands.
Yes, of course. And this information available on World Spirit Competition website. All of the competitions are based on blind tests. Therefore, when we won the gold medal in 2007, we were competing with truly some major brands. I don't think it'd be fair for me to name them at this point, but we did win it against some very major brands that are mainstream, ultra-premium vodkas on the top shelf.
Well, now your people were kind enough about a week ago to give us a bottle so that we could sample it, so that I could say on the program that we have given it a try. And I have to admit that I did some extensive research on the product, but it's delightful. It's very smooth. It's a wonderful vodka. Now, I'm sure people watching us right now, the first question to their mind is when would it be available? I mean, when can people start finding this in their favorite places where they find their spirits?
Our team is planning to launch the brand in January, first quarter of 2014. Currently, we have done a great deal to move forward with the brand. The brand has quite a following. I still get quite a bit of emails about the brand, where they can find it. We were in the mainstream markets for long periods of time, and at this point, in first quarter of 2014, the product will be available in all over, nationally and internationally.
Now, how did you get involved in this business? Because you said a moment ago that drinking alcohol was not part of your life; it was something new for you. How did you get involved in the spirits business? That must be a fascinating story.
It rather is. It was completely out of my league of my business knowledge. I started, first of all, the products imported from Armenia, being that my heritage is Armenian. I came up with an idea while I was talking to people. We took a trip to Armenia, my brother and I. We went to Armenia. We tasted different products at that time, back in 2001. My brother, who went to university at Loyola, and he was familiar with frats and drinking, and he tasted the vodka, and he said to me, "Margaret, we really have to take this to the U.S." I said, "Okay." Since I don't drink vodka, I had to take his point of view, but after that, I have to say, I can't say I don't drink vodka anymore. That's out the window, especially Marani. When we tasted the product, I personally, who never drank alcohol previously, or occasionally I'd have maybe a small drink or so, but otherwise, when I tasted it, I was like, if I can drink it, I believe majority of women can drink it, and men, if my brother liked it, who knows vodkas from school and his colleagues, his friends, then it must be really better than the average vodka. So we brought it to the United States. I did my first distribution agreement, and then it took us some time to apply for the licenses and move forward with the brand. It took us quite a while to begin with launching the original bottle, which was very old-fashioned. So.
Well, what's really interesting, I mentioned that vodka has become increasingly popular. I mean, it is, especially in the United States, it has basically replaced gin as the spirit of choice in the martini, the classic American cocktail, the martini. And I know that you are part of an event in Orange County, California. I think it's being held at Bloomingdale's, which is very nice. Congratulations.
Correct.
Tell us what you're doing at this event.
We're the main vodka sponsor of the event. They'll be only serving Marani vodka and a different kind of wine. And it's being done for Hoag Medical Center for Orange County for breast cancer. And Marani, we believe, our team believes in supporting our community and supporting everyone that has something to offer to improve other people's lives. That's our company's philosophy. Our vision is to make a difference in people's lives.
Well, that's going to be a great event to be at because, of course, that's going to have an A-list, guest list, as it were, and you're going to be probably answering the same question all night long. Where can we get this, Margaret? Where can we get this? And as you've told us here in first quarter, pretty much everywhere that you buy vodka?
What we're planning to do is to launch it in the first quarter, and then it'll be available in majority of retail outlets, be it liquor stores and some of the markets. But that will come in due time. Again, I can't disclose that at this point.
Not a problem. Okay, we're talking with Marani Brands. MRIB is a stock symbol. Let's talk about the company structure. I know that there has been some restructuring. You've eliminated some debt. Tell us about that.
The management of the company had to overcome some challenges that we were facing, but our management team, we have reached the point where at this point we'll have our financials posted very soon, which would be most likely Tuesday, the latest. And then we have eliminated almost $1 million worth of debt on the books. And it's going to make a big difference to our shareholders. And Marani's main concept and concern has always been, even from private all the way to when we went public, is to give value to our shareholders. We have something very special that it has a huge following, and it's a brand, it's an incredible brand. You can't go wrong with it. It outsells, at one point, based on Nielsen ratings, it was outselling major brands.
Wow.
Yes, it was. And these are statistical facts that we had at that time. I'm not saying that's what it's doing today, but that's what it was doing at that time. And we are going back into the marketplace to capture that. And also we have a global market at this point.
Now, of course, the space is competitive. As you know, we're talking about major brands. We're seeing national television commercials. You go into a supermarket spirit section or into a package store, and there's the shelf with vodka. Has quite a few different brands. I'm sure you're confident, but tell us how confident you are you can compete in what is really a crowded space.
Experience and knowledge. We've taken some really difficult knockdowns through, but the experience we've acquired as a team to when we took the brand onto the major retailer, because at one point we were at all major retailers. So we do know what it takes to make the brand successful. We know the formula, we know how it works. And the plan is to execute on the business plan the company has in its place in order to make it grow and make it a global brand. Our focus is not only national, our focus is global. Okay. Being that the product is produced in Armenia, our opportunity is incredible overall for the brand, because you have a lot of countries at this point that the major brands have not gotten into. They're still very small. And we have some opportunities that are coming up because there are treaties between Armenia and other countries. So it creates for us an avenue to get our product into various countries.
Once again, Marani Brands, MRIB is a stock symbol. Margaret, fabulous interview. Really wish you the best of success. We'll be following the company very closely into 2014, so I want to make sure you come back and tell us how you're doing.
Thank you. It would be my pleasure.
Take care.
Take care.